Soma Sports Talk Worldwide. Now let's talk a little b-ball. Guys, I want to talk about a few NBA notables. After week 3 of the NBA, there's a few things that, hit me in the eye. Not hit me in the eye, but kind of struck me that I'm kind of paying attention to. Now, if you were to ask yourself, there's a lot of fans, a lot of LeBron James fans. Ask yourself, why do I like LeBron James? Totally dominant NBA player. There's no doubt about it. I like him too a little bit, but he doesn't play for LA, so I'm not a huge fan. But I do acknowledge his skill set, okay? Regardless if he's playing for your team or not, you're going to have to acknowledge what the man could do on a basketball court, right? So I'm pretty sure we're going to all go with his versatility. The fact that he can do everything, right? The man can do pretty much everything on the floor. The last 2 years, he started even posting up, right? His jump shot's even better. So you basically don't have any weaknesses anymore, right? His versatility. Well, it brings me to my point. Russell Westbrook has about 42, I think it's 42 triple-doubles. He's one behind LeBron James on the all-time list. He's 8th. LeBron is tied for 6th with a guy called Fat Lever. That's somebody you should check out. This guy was a walking triple-double his time, I think late 80s, from late 80s, early 90s. That was also a guy, walking triple-double. Well, Russell Westbrook is right behind these guys with 1 triple-double less. That is an NBA notable. This guy's beasting over there, and like I said, he's averaging close to a triple-double. And I'm not talking about one of these just 11, 10, and 10s. I'm talking about 30, 10, and 10. Those are numbers we haven't seen since the 60s. A dude named Oscar Robertson, the Big O, right? And hey, to do that, now we haven't seen anything like this, not averaging. Now, I do know what I'm trying to tell you is watch this now because it probably won't be forever. The way he plays, who knows if he's going to stay injury-free. It kind of reminds me of a guy in tennis called Rafael Nadal who plays with a lot of energy. He goes and get every ball, similar to Russell Westbrook in the NBA. And so you just don't know how long these guys are going to be playing. So enjoy it while you can. He's probably going to catch LeBron James this week, which means that is a pretty awesome feat. That is definitely a notable in the NBA. Moving along to something else that I told you guys a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to stick with it. I don't think Golden State Warriors are going to win 62 or more games, right? So far, I'm looking like I'm going to be wrong. The guys are so talented, they're going to win games. They're going to win games. But let these guys go on a 2 or 3 game losing streak, there will probably be turmoil in the locker room. I'm just saying, if you got 2 of the best shooters in the history of the game and you go get another shooter, somebody's going to be upset. My pick is Klay Thompson. I'm already hearing rumors of that, but I'm just not going to keep it, I'm just going to keep it on the low. But I'm already hearing little murmurs of a little bit of that Klay Thompson is not totally happy, but when you get wins, you could push it under the rug for a while. But start losing and the turmoil will start. It will start to flourish. It'll be a lot of turmoil in that locker room. So let's keep an eye on that. I sure am. Another thing I noticed is you got the bigs now. Because of the way the game is played nowadays, the Dirk Nowitzki effect, you got bigs out there shooting threes. And a couple of bigs that I've noticed this year that have extended their game to the three-point line. We might as well mention them. Marc Gasol. I've seen him, hitting a few threes. And the rookie Embiid is also shooting threes. Do 7-2. He can shoot threes. Matter of fact, he's shooting at a 50% clip, right? Which is also something. I was 7'2", shooting at a 50% clip. That's pretty good. Somebody else. Let me see. Who else? Who else was that was shooting those threes out there? Oh, your boy from Brooklyn, Brook Lopez. He's also out there shooting threes. And these are guys basically that was on the low post most of the time or mid-range, and they've extended their game. So, something to mention. It's going to help spread the floor a little bit. And I just don't want them to fall in love with it because they were effective already. This is just something to add to your game. It's nothing to fall in love with. There's a difference right there. Another notable is, like I've been doing it for the last year. Keep your eye on Hassan Whiteside. You know, they're not winning games down there, but the story, it's a real good story. What happened to him? It's a story of perseverance. A guy been around the NBA. He's been through the D League. He's played in China. He's played in Lebanon, right? Because he just couldn't make it. I think it was the mental issues at the time. Sometimes you just don't get it until you get a little bit older. You know, you're too young and you just don't get it. But right now, the guy is beasting. You know, he's go-to guy. He's even scoring, which was basically his weakness. He's scoring some more this year, but he's leading the NBA with 16 rebounds, and he's 2 rebounds in front of the next guy, right? He's second in blocks with close to 3. So, and they're going to him on the block. You know, he's making his free throws. So that's somebody to watch because of the story involved. So that's something to watch. We're only in the 3rd week. So I'm going to move on to the next guy. I just mentioned Embiid, big guy from Philadelphia. The rookie of the year is basically already given away. We know who's going to get rookie of the year in the 3rd week of the NBA, barring injury. Right? So give a look for that guy. Let me see if there's anything else I should say. Last thing for the NBA notables for this week. Next one will come in about 2 weeks. We're going to let everything develop. We're not going to talk about it too much. Let everything develop. But the last thing that's kind of surprising, I think they're overachieving. They're not winning that many games, but they're definitely overachieving, in my opinion. And that's the Atlanta Hawks. Dennis Schroeder got these boys, because I was thinking, trade Jeff Teague. Dennis Schroeder starting. Is that the right thing to do? Well, so far it is. And it's kind of good to see Dwight Howard, even though I'm not a Dwight Howard fan, but good to see him at this stage of his career in a winning situation. Let's see how that develops. So, guys, those are my NBA notables. There are more, but let's let it develop a little bit before I mention them. Y'all, you understand what I'm saying? Let's not just talk about everything right now. Those are the things that are sticking out to me in the first 3 weeks. All right, guys. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm up out of here.